sports news now on the news at 10, and here's Charles Eruka.
Thanks, Bimbo. Welcome to Sports News. Ivory Coast and Manchester City midfielder Yaya Toure has won the 2013 BBC African Footballer of the Year award. Toure, who has been nominated in each of the past 4 years, beat Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Jonathan Pietruyper, and Nigerian duo of Victor Moses and John Mikelobi to this year's crown. The 30-year-old said, "It's good to be finally the winner of the award after being nominated for 5 years." The shortlist for the award was drawn up by 44 football experts across Africa who based their choices on players' skill, technical ability, teamwork, consistency, and fair play. Meanwhile, England manager Roy Hodgson says where his squad is based is more important than who they'll face in the World Cup. Hodgson will find out when and where England's group matches will be played when the draw takes place on Friday in Salvador, Brazil. Unseeded England are certain to share a group with a seeded team and could play Brazil, Spain, Germany or Argentina. England qualified for the finals by finishing top of Group H, but lost friendly matches against Chile and Germany as Hodgson looks to finalize his squad for the June tournament. And in club soccer, Real Madrid winger Cristiano Ronaldo says he has recovered from a muscle strain and is ready to return to action. Ronaldo damaged a hamstring in Real's La Liga match at Almeria on November the 23rd and missed last week's Champions League win over Galatasaray and Saturday's Spanish League match against Real Valladolid. The former Manchester United man netted 14 goals in his last 7 appearances for club and country before his injury and is one of the favourites to scoop the FIFA Ballon d'Or when the Footballer of the Year award is announced next month. In Formula One, former Mercedes teammate Principal Ross Brawn says he will decide in 2014 whether to return to Formula One. The Briton, who turned 59 last week, will formally leave the British-based team on December the 31st. The official announcement ended one of the longest-running sagas of the season, with speculation surrounding Brawn's future since the championship started in March. Brawn is one of the most successful and respected figures in the sport after winning a string of world championships with 3 different teams. And still in motor racing, organizers have announced the cancellation of this month's Race of Champions motorsport event in Bangkok owing to political unrest in the Thai capital. Tens of thousands of people have flooded the streets in protests aimed at overthrowing the government of populist Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. Formula One world champions Sebastian Vettel and Michael Schumacher had been among the drivers due to participate in the December the 14th to the 15th event at the Rajamangala Stadium. The Race of Champions has been held all over the world for 25 consecutive years. Well, that's it on Sports News. It's back to Bimbo with the rest of the news at
10. Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Thanks, Charles. On the foreign scene now, the UN's human rights chief has said an inquiry has produced evidence that war crimes were authorized in Syria at the highest level, including by President Bashar al-Assad. Here's Cynthia Arre with more details.
This could in fact be a game changer, as it's the first time the UN's Human Rights Office has so directly implicated Mr. Assad. Commissioner Navi Pillay said her office held a list of others implicated by the inquiry. It is estimated that more than 100,000 people have died in the conflict. The evidence indicated responsibility at the highest level of government, including the head of state. The inquiry has also previously reported it has evidence that rebel forces in Syria have been guilty of human rights abuses. More clashes broke out today as protesters tried to storm the Prime Minister's office. 4 people have died in Thailand's worst political turmoil since the 2010 rallies that ended in violence. Anti-government demonstrators have been calling on Ms. Yingluck to step down, with protest leader and former opposition politician Suthep Thaugsuban saying on Sunday that Ms. Yingluck should resign within the next 2 days. Then, speaking of protests, demonstrators are blockading government buildings in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, as they step up their campaign for the resignation of the government. Also today, but on the political scene, Somali Prime Minister Abdi Farah Shirdon has lost a vote of confidence in parliament after 15 months in office, in what is seen as a blow to efforts to stabilize the country. He fell out with President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud last month after he tried to sack some of the president's allies from the cabinet. Mr. Mahmoud took office in 2012 in a UN-backed move to end years of conflict. Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab still controls many areas. And that's it from me. Those are the top stories on the foreign scene.
Thank you, Cynthia. Let's move on to entertainment news. Nigerian artists pick up only 3 statuettes from 20 nominations at the 2013 Channel O Music Video Awards held over the weekend. More details now from Mayowa Ogundele.
For the first time in many years, Nigeria has failed to dominate the Channel O Music Video Awards, with heavyweights like Two-Face, Tiwa Savage, Davido and Ice Prince all failing to clinch the coveted prize. Other Nigerians who lost out this year included Nato C, The Prince, Chidinma, Jesse Jaggs, Burna Boy and Inyanya. 3 Nigerian acts, P-Square, Banky W and Wizkid, however, carted away the most gifted West African video, most gifted R&B video, and the most gifted video, respectively. Multiple award-winning American rapper of Nigerian descent, Wale, has finally made his first ever appearance in the country as he performed in Lagos over the weekend. The rapper, whose anticipated performance in Nigeria was delayed for logistic reasons a few weeks ago, finally thrilled fans with hits from his large repertoire. And wedding bells continue to ring in the Nigerian entertainment circle as Yoruba movie actor Olaniyi Afonja, popularly known as Sanyeri, got married to the mother of his children and longtime lover in Lagos over the weekend. Following the successful collaboration between Two-Face Idibia and octogenarian musician Victor Olaiya on the track Baby Mida, the Two-Face-led Hypertech team has signed on another legendary musician, Sir Victor Uwaifo. The announcement was made in Ikeja, Lagos State over the weekend. Typical of all record deals in the country, details of this deal are also not disclosed. And finally, on entertainment news, Christmas is certainly in the air as various celebrities, including comedian Agudai and actor Kate Henshaw, Rita Dominic, Gideon Okeke and Brian Okwara, join others to kick off the 1-month-long Christmas fiesta in Koshima State. Let the show begin. And that's all for tonight. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Thanks, Marawa. And the main news again. University lecturers have shunned the federal government's back-to-work order, insisting they cannot be cowed. Suspected Boko Haram members have attacked military installations in Maiduguri, Borno State. 24 insurgents killed. APGA's Willie Obiano has received INEC's certificate of return as governor-elect of Anambra State. And Thai Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra has rejected protesters' demands that she step down. And that brings us to the end of the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Bimbo Loede. Bye for now.